If you've walked through a few open houses or model homes around Roseville lately, you've probably felt it. Something is a little different. The spaces catching your eye feel warmer and more personal, and less like a hotel lobby, more like something a person with actual taste would like. That's not an accident. So let's talk about what's really resonating in home design right now and what it means if you're buying or selling here. First, we're done with cold interiors. The all-white, minimal look had its run, but it's fading. And what's replacing it isn't clutter, it's warmth. Rich wood tones, stone, plaster, earthy colors like deep greens, warm browns, clay, burgundy. And honestly, the palette fits right at home here because it echoes what's outside the window. We have golden foothills, we have oak trees, we have granite in the distance. Sherwin-Williams even named a warm khaki color their color of the year. Color drenching, which is like painting the walls, trim, and ceiling all one color and one tone, showed up 149% more in listings this year. Talking nationally. Second, and related, homes are starting to look like the people who live in them. So much of the housing in Roseville, Rocklin, Lincoln went up in the 2000s and 2010s with the exact same builder grade finishes. The same beige, the same gray, the same cabinets, the same granite, the same tile, same kind of floor plans. What I'm seeing now is people finally personalize those boxes. Vintage pieces, patterned tiles, wallpaper, sculptural lighting. The pressure to keep everything generic for resale has loosened. Now, if that already sounds like a lot, don't worry, stick with me because at the end, I'll share the low risk way that I tell people to actually test any of this without gambling on their whole house. But for the trends that go beyond looks. Kitchens are getting more functional, not just prettier. The real investment right now is storage. Things like built-in cabinets, beverage stations, appliances hidden behind panels. House found 76% of people renovating are adding built-ins. Locally, that's all in service of how we entertain. Keeping a summer gathering flowing from kitchen to the backyard is important for most of the people in this area. Wellness has spread beyond the bathroom. Spa bathrooms are still huge, but here it's just as much about managing the sun as it is inviting it in. Covered outdoor rooms, shaded lounge, reading nooks, and lighting built for mood. Which leads to the outdoor space, where our region really has an edge. House calls them garden rooms, outdoor areas zoned for dining, lounging, and gathering around a fire. With a season that runs nearly spring into fall, that pays off here in the Sacramento area. Add shade, you can count on a fire pit and a drought-tolerant native plants, and a backyard becomes somewhere you actually want to be. And finally, homes are being built to last. Curbless showers, single-level living, especially across our active adult communities like Sun City and Del Webb and Heritage. In the foothills, that also means fire-hardening materials, defensible landscaping, and near-universal solar. So here's a low-risk tip that I promise. You don't have to reinvent your whole house. What I'm seeing work best is people experimenting in the small spaces first, like a home office or a guest bedroom or a guest bathroom. It's a safe place to add real style, low investment, and if it turns out not to be for you, no harm done to the rest of the home. Because that's the thread through all of this. These choices aren't about resale or looking like a magazine. They're about making a home better to actually be in. You're wondering how any of this fits your place, whether you're selling or just settling in. The full breakdown's on the blog. The link is somewhere in my bio, and I'd love to talk through what's actually moving the needle for buyers in our market. I'll see you there.